Okay, today we're taking a look at this 1992 Mitsubishi Pajero. This one is a V6 gas engine. It's a 3-liter V6, four-wheel drive. Pretty much the same as the Mitsubishi Montero that we had here in the U.S. These just look a little different because they get fender flares, a little bit of a wider stance than the ones in the U.S. This one is super clean. It's a really high trim level. So you get the Exceed 2 trim, which gets you the leather interior, all the nice interior amenities, kind of a fake wood grain dash. Looks really nice. This is a great color on the outside. It's kind of, we get a lot of the silver ones. This one's kind of like the silver, but the gold-ish is nice if you're doing a lot of off-roading. It won't look as dirty when it actually is. I'll get in the SUV because it's a little bit windy today, so you probably can't hear me too well. So this one is really low miles, only 48,000 kilometers on the odometer, which is great. And it definitely looks, feels, and runs the part. I mean, this is really, really clean in here. It's been really well maintained. Everything looks great. Automatic transmission, and you get the Super Select 4-wheel drive, which is Mitsubishi's 4-wheel drive system that is kind of an all-wheel drive when it's in 4 high, and then you get true 4-wheel drive in 4 lock center, which is a step up from there. So a lot of times I'll just drive around in 4 high just to get everything moving so that you're not letting that front axle stay unlocked all the time. It starts right up, runs super smooth. You notice it doesn't have that diesel clatter that we get out of every single other Pajero that we bring in. I think this might be our first gas engine. Yeah, sounds great. AC works, heat works, everything there is good. And yeah, this thing is super clean. All the buttons are in good shape, you know, nothing's really been worn down. You have heated seats as well, both driver and passenger. They do work. And cigarette lighter in the middle here. Then your suspension adjustment, you can go softer or harder, depending on your preference. You can see that indicator switch there. This one does have the large sunroof in the back here. So you can see it's pretty massive. Lets in a lot of light in this interior. Yeah. Shut it off and go around to the rear. Rear seats, it's the same story, just super clean. Really not a lot to them. You do get rear climate controls that you control right there, which is nice. Then you have these pretty huge armrests that come down. You get a little bit of storage. There's a cup holder there. That's pretty nice. Yeah, not much to it. This will all fold flat, and then you can actually open up some extra cargo space with that. In the back here, so you got your 3rd row seats. It's a 7 passenger, so there's 2 seats back here. These, you can see, they're folded up and out of the way right now. But yeah, basically they fold down and then they'll sit back up. So this is actually a really nice layout because once they're stored, they're completely out of the way. You have a totally flat trunk space here. It's all usable space because these are up on the sides. So pretty smart design. I always like when these have that style of 3rd row. You also have your factory flashlight that'll plug in right here just in case you need it for an emergency. Pretty cool. And then we can check out actually underneath. Underneath it looks pretty new. It's as it should look, no rust. And the engine bay is the same story. It's actually pretty impressive. So it's a surprisingly small engine, and it's tucked very far back. But you can see how clean it is under here. The battery looks pretty new. Everything has been really nicely maintained. There's an engine under all that. Belts are good, fluids are changed out. Yeah, looks great. So that's pretty much it. It's a 1992 Mitsubishi Pajero V6 3-liter gas engine, 4-wheel drive, just a great little SUV if you're doing mail delivery here in the US. It's also just a fun SUV to own. I mean, these are a blast to drive. They sound incredible. They're a lot of fun. So check it out on the website, jdmcarmotorcycle.com. This is a good opportunity to own a really low mileage Pajero, Montero, whatever you want to call it, here in the US. Thanks for watching.